Good afternoon. Another myth and legend is another striking story. The story of Luhama, the bloodthirst of the Tropicana by TF. Ali, run. There is something that happens in the village. The noble Luhama is on the move. I said, as we ran from the beach to the village, I heard a big voice. I am Luhama, the bloodthirst of the tropical, and I'm here to take what belongs to me. I was incredibly angry. Look at our people bullied by a big ugly fella like him. His men already captured our animals, crafts, some of our women, including my mother Liliana. I saw my dead Paula laid half dead beside our house. His face was covered with blood and his head had a wound. My son, Attila, we lived and then we died. What makes our destiny depends on how we deal with things, insisted Paula. Help me, Ali, I whispered to him. I saw Luhama and his crew rode away with some of our women and Liliana too. One day, somewhere, I will grow up and I will come and bring my mama, I shouted to them. That time, one of the guards threw a torch of fire into our house, and it burned it down to the ground. I could hear moaning from some of our men. They were hit, smashed by Luhama. Some houses were burned to ashes. Most children were crying for their mother. Ali and I carried our father to our hut at the beach and gave him a good cleanse of his wound. Grabbed some leaves that my mom showed me once and chewed it and put it on that wound. My friend Papa whispered my dad Ali, and I went back and dragged Papa to the beach and laid him beside my dad in one hut. Uncle Felici encouraged the rest of the children and the rest of the villager to escape to a cave before Luhama came back. Ali and I looked after my dad and his friend. We gone fishing and bring some crabs and some seaweed and fed our elders well. My dad always told me about the cruel Luhama, but this was the first time I saw his reigns of the insane. Our village became a deserted village. Everyone was left with Uncle Felici, and there were rumors that we were all dead. After a few days, the two elderly recovered slowly and would be able to talk a lot more, walk around, and started go fishing with us. My friend Ali's parents were killed by Luhama when he was small, and my mother raised us together as her children. A few months later, my dad and Papa had fully recovered, and Ali and I were grown into our teens. We were taught all skills necessary on the battlefield. They taught us well the bow, spear, sword, and clubs. We became so fierce and ready to fight the tiger. Attila, we are not ready, laughed Ali. I'm ready to go and rescue our mother, I whispered. One day we were told by the elderly to stay away from the border. If spotted, which means death. But they rode their horses to the horizon and incredibly said never came back. I suspected they might be probably be caught by Luhama's men, killed them, or put them in jail. The truth was, they were allowed by the spies of, they were arrowed by the spies of Luhama in forest. Things change. We missed them hard and could not sleep without thinking of them. It's time to go and look for our mother, whispered Ali. Let's go, I said. We rode on our horse to the end of the forbidden area, hopped up with our clubs, and smashed around 10 Luhama's men, tied them up, took their armor, and rode to palace of Luhama. When we arrived at the rear door of the palace, we pretended as ordinary guards and made our way inside the palace. We sneaked in and saw a big arena where it was seated crowd. That was a river flowing with marked label 1, 2, and 3 in the final level. For years, Luhama kidnapped the women and allowed them to self-train and fall to the death. And this is brutal achievement. This was the only thing that interested this cold, selfish noble. A commoner was saying to us, "Knight, my favorite girl fights today, and that's Liliana the Great." He sneaked out to the crowd. I knew it. Luhama must have put them into great temptation and played the steady bloodthirst game of the tropical. I whispered, "Keep moving and cards before we get caught." Not long we hear the announcer, "Welcome to the 70th of the brutal Canes, ferocious, mighty, and only the strongest survive." In the right raft, Luhama would like to present him with the mighty Salah. The left raft, he would like to welcome the impetuous, ferocious, strongest of all, mighty Bola. We see the whole crowd commotion in just a wink of an eye. Welcome to the Thundercorn, the bloodthirst of the tropical, might Luhama. We saw Luhama walk to the top stage with his family, his wife, and a daughter. In a minute past, my mother was battling a raft, and another lady battled her one to the middle, and bowed to the noble. Crow Luhama. They started to fight with sword and shield, and it was a big fight, and both had a cut in their arms. Round 2, announced the presenter. They both stopped, bowed down to the noble, and was given spears. They continued fighting from their raft. I realized that under the raft, I can see a big hungry eel roving around, getting ready to snap any human flesh that falls to the river. The fight was hard for Liliana. In a few times, she nearly fell in the river, and the other woman had a wound on her leg too. The secret was the game was the fighting of the fittest, with his men fighting to the death before they paused. We need to disturb the crowd and end the fight, I said. We would not be able to lose our mothers from our village, whispered Ali. I saw one of the guard was standing tiptoed up to see the fight at the end of the fence. I saw his foot is looking off balance. Ali signaled to me to put up my spear and triple him over. This caused a fall of the guard right in the river. A split of second, we all saw the biggest eel ever lived patrolling through the river and swallowed the guard and took him to its cave. The fight will be dismissed today due to unforeseen and accident happened. Every crowd started to panic and moving as fast as they could. Luhama and his family sneaked off to their secret place and disappeared. Ali and I went down on a rope. I grabbed our mother and Ali grabbed Salah, and we all swung to the other side of the river. That was an act of luck, because the eel came up a few times and tried to snap us. That's for today. Thank you for listening. Tuning on to the next episode. Bye for now. Blessed day.